Hi and welcome to a Gatecrash release event. We are about to join our first draft here. I mean, this is not really my first draft with Gatecrash. I have already practiced in a couple of queues here, but this is the first that I'm recording. Alright, here we are. We got a Whispering Madness as our rare, and I'm not really looking to take that here. Since I have seen some pretty good Boros decks, I think I'm gonna take the one Boros card in this pack here, the one truly good Boros card. Hopefully this will make it back, but I'm not counting on it, I don't think. Overall, I think this is a very weak pack. We could take a Demon of a Horror, but I'm not sure how good that is, and I'm not sure how good Dimir is as a whole anyway. I think I would rather be aggressive in this format, so let's go ahead and take the Skyjack. Okay, we got a Viscopa Guild Mage, which is probably what we are going to take here. Other than that, we have an Ember Beast, which is pretty good, especially for Boros. As a Warmine Infantry, Foundry Street Denizen is acceptable, Shimbo Shark is acceptable too, Guild Gates and stuff, but I think the Guild Gate may be just the best here. Given a bunch of mana, you can really go big with this guy. Okay, so we have a Through Parasite, which is not very good in the format, but we do have a Kingpin's Pet, which is one of the very best uncommons. I think it's actually, very best commons. I think it's actually better than both removal spells here, Devour Flesh and Death's Approach. So I think that's what I'm gonna take. Let's go ahead and try to get big with the Orzhov goodies here. Oh man, look at that. It's a Mind Grind. Dutiful Throw is okay. Gift Offer Zova, huh? Not sure how good that is actually. But I think I could take it. The question is, do I take it over an Orzhov Guildmage? I mean, if I open something like an Alms Beast and stuff, this is gonna be simply ridiculous. Yeah, alright. I think I'm okay with taking the leap here to try and get big with this thing. Ooh, Knight of Obligation. This is really ridiculous. Really good card. Prophetic Prism is okay, but right now we don't need it. And the Knight is just too good. Alright, here we have a removal spell that we are probably going to take it over a Guild Gate, especially since right now we have only 2 colors, so Guild Gates become less of a priority. I mean, it's always good to have them, but I think I would rather take the removal spell here. Here we have Mental Vapors. I'm not sure how good that thing actually is. We could try to go for a Dimmer Splash here by taking a Psychic Strike. Way of the Thief. Or we could take a Millennium Gargoyle. I think flyers are few and far between in this format, so maybe taking the Gargoyle is okay. I mean, Mental Vapors doesn't really seem like that good of a card. Dutiful Throw is okay, but like I said, flyers are really something in this format, so Balustrade Spy should get a nod here. This thing is okay too, the right gear, but I'd rather have a Spy here. Okay, what did we get back here? Not much. We did get back the Demon of a Horror though. Whispering Madness, huh? Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Horror. Maybe we will splash it, but I think it's not that likely. Here I think the one I'm most afraid of is the Denizen. I really do need more extort stuff. I really think in an Orzhov deck you really should want to have as many extort cards as you can, because the ability is really ridiculous. Here I think I'm gonna take a Death's Approach. I'm not sure if I'm gonna main deck it, but I'm gonna take it. It's nice to have access to another removal spell, bad as it seems. Okay, Dutiful Throw. Best card here, and it's a card that I actually think I'm going to play. Sharing Blow is a nice one to have in the sideboard. Nah, You can get that Predator's report there. Alright, go back 2. Alright, we got a treasury throw. I'm not sure if it's even better than all of these stuffs here. We got a bunch of Orzhov goodies in this pack. Maybe the 1000 lashes is just better. Treasury throw. It has extort, and when it attacks, I may return target that effect, creature, or enchantment card from my graveyard to my hand. As good as I think that is, I think the 1000 lashes is actually better. I hope I wheel something here out of this pack. Not gonna be the Kingpin Spat or the Treasury Throw, but I may wheel the Screecher or the Denizen. Both of them will be pretty good for me, I think. But yeah, let's go ahead and take the 1000 lashes. Here we get this thing, we get this thing, we get another Balustrade Spy. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think I may actually like the Addict better than the Devour Flash here. There's a Primordial too. But yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those. Hopefully we can wheel something like a Commandos and or a Spy, right? But I think it's hard. It's gonna be hard. Unlike last pack. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take an Angelic Addict. Another one of these guys. Alright, seem okay. Like, I think this guy may be good even in a deck that is more controlish than aggro. Because when you decide to hit him with this thing, it's gonna hurt because it's 3 damage in the air. And also, it's a very decent blocker. There's a lot of early creatures in this format that need to be blocked early on, and this thing excels at that. I really would rather have something like a Syndic of Tithes, but I think the Skyjack's gonna do just fine here. Alright, there's a Course Street Denizen. I think it's better than a Gift of Orzhov, especially since I already have a gift. What else we have here? A Thrall, another Mythic, the same Mythic we saw last pack. I mean, in the first pack of the draft. This thing doesn't seem so hot. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the Denizen. Especially with a couple of Skyjacks, this thing could definitely do some work. Ooh, Orzhov Charm. Or Basilica Guard. Nice. Or Basilica Screecher. Man. I think the Charm may be better. It's a removal spell. We do lose a bunch of life, but we have plenty of ways to gain life in this deck. So let's go ahead and take a Charm, shall we? I think it's better than the Guard, which is the second better, I would say. This thing looks good too, but oh well. I think the Charm is what it's at. Okay, a second Denizen, yeah. Alright. Going for it. Oh, a Cynic of Tithes, man. That could not be better. I think this is actually better here for me than a Balustrade Spy. Since right now I think we are very aggressive. Wouldn't mind getting a couple more Kingpin Spats, but Syndicate is. And here we haven't got much. We have a Ruffian, but I'm not a fan of that card. I'm not a fan of this card either, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Guild Gate. Aerial Maneuver, Flying in First Strike. Seems okay. I think it's removal though, so may I hate it? Should I hate it? I don't think I'm gonna play the Aerial Maneuver anyway, so I think I'm better off just hating the Massive Raid. Alright, we did get this thing back. This thing should not be here though. Neither should this. But alright, let's take the Commandos. Commandos is a nice workhorse. Alright, here we could get this or a Dimir Guild Gate to help splash for something if we open a Dimir Bomb. I think that's more likely than me wanting to play that thing. Alright, Dutiful Throw. Dutiful Throw actually does a lot of work in this format, I think. With the amount of early guys that he can trade with and keep at bay. Alright, let's take a Sky Games. Okay, so right now I think I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. Even have a Guild Gate if you want to splash this horror, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary. Right now I think our deck is pretty solid. Even though we passed a lot of Orzhov stuff last pack, which means that we probably are gonna get cut a bit in this last pack, but oh well, such is life. Okay, so what do we get here? Not much. A Killing Glare, it's definitely the card that I'm gonna take. There's a Cynic of Tithes that I wish would wheel, but I don't think that's going to happen. Dire Sage as our rare, and not much else. So let's take a Killing Glare. Oops, that was from another draft. Here we get another Addict, Tiger that I don't think is good. Another Mind Grind. Man, Mind Grind should be pretty good, shouldn't it? Let's hope we don't face the Nut Mill deck that we probably pass in here. Not a big fan of this guy in decks that are not Boros. It could work here, but I think I would rather have the Addict. I can play for the long game here, since I do have a lot of extorters and ways to gain life. Jesus, Lord of the Void. Should we take that? There's a Boros Charm too, but I'm not splashing for that. We kinda want the Basilica guards, but this thing exile the top 7 cards, but yeah, I think I'm gonna take this guy. I mean, we could use something like a key rune here, but I think since we have so many controlish cards as well as aggressive cards, but I think this thing should do good stuff for us. Let's try it, see. Man, I've played with this thing before, it's super fun. Alright, Cartel Aristocrat is pretty good. It's a 2/2 that can gain protection. It does not give protection to other creatures, right? Nah, just to itself. Assault Griffin or Syndicate Enforcer. I think the Assault Griffin, as much as I like Extort, the Assault Griffin should just be better here. Alright, let's just hide this Dream Rover Horror. We're not Dimir. I think the Basilica Guards is better than the Syndicate Enforcer. No key runes, sadly. Hands of Biting actually impressed me, but I think we really do want a Basilica Guard. Undercity Informer. I mean, it has a nice body, so that we could play it by itself. Not that we are gonna need to, I don't think. But if it comes to a point where we are almost a million them, this could definitely work. We don't need this, and I don't think we need this. Modus Strider. Yeah, so I'm okay with taking the Informant. Viscapa Confessor or Executioner's Swing. I think I am okay with taking the Swing here over the Confessor. The Confessor does not seem so hot. It does have Extort, which is awesome. But I think this is removal, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and take it. Purge the Profane. This thing, yeah, nothing here that we are going to play. This thing is okay, it works for us. Another Purge the Profane, which is better than a Slate Street Ruffian, I would say. Shielded Passage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a Gargoyle. Alright, I think this is our deck then. We will need to trim it a bit here since we got a lot of playable stuff. I guess we shall see. Right, I think this is the deck that I want to play. 23 cards. I cut the second Deathful Thrill, cut off all of this stuff here, and I cut the Gargoyles because they are kind of dorky, and I really don't want to get, you know, blown out by a Gru Charm. So right now we already have some flyers here that could get things done, and this guy, of course. So let's sort by color and see what it suggests. We have an Hours of Guild Gate that we cannot forget about. So yeah, this seems actually fine. 9 planes and 1 Hours of Guild Gates and 7 swamps, which means we got 10 white sources and 8 black sources. Alright, I really like this deck. It's actually the first purely yours of deck that I draft. Let's see how we do.